Brawly sucks as a villain, sucks as a character, and in general is a freaking retard whose motivations make no goddamn sense. While Beerus, his motivations make a lot of sense. He's a great villain and he's intelligent. Beerus is a good character, a smart character. Brawly's an idiot. And I don't know why people want to suck Brawly's dick. But let's keep going on this subject. See, Beerus' motivation is simple. He wants to fight the Super Saiyan God. And that was one of his goals. Now, he will blow up the Earth if you piss him off, but he's not going to do it just to do it. You have to set him off. Which is kind of a nice breath of fresh air from all the other muscle-bound morons who come onto Dragon Ball Z and just blow up shit. He actually has reason why he will do it. So, yeah, there's that right there. And not to mention, if it wasn't for Boo taking all the pudding, then I guarantee you that he probably wouldn't have even blown up the Earth. He probably just said, this is why I could fight the Super Saiyan God while I'm leaving. And so on and so forth. And, yeah. That's it. I mean, but it's a lot. I like it a lot more than dumbass McFuck up here. I mean, again, it's more interesting, more unique, and and again, he's such an interesting villain. He's a hell of a lot more interesting than fucking Cell and Frieza. Okay, he is, especially Cell. I'm not gonna get into Cell right now, but Cell really isn't that interesting. As a villain, he is mediocre at best. Boo, the only villain I think maybe a little bit more interesting than Beerus is Boo. But anyways, back to Brawly. See, Brawly is a freaking retard, as I've said before. The only reason people like him is because he's big and can blow stuff up. Well, who gives a shit? I don't care. You've seen enough of these fucking big blow ship cup guys on Dragon Ball Z how many times? And yet Brawly's the one people want to jerk off to. So, let me just go into how stupid Brawly is as a character and how the first film he was in is so backwards and so stupid in the way it's all set up. With Brawly, first and foremost, when he's born, he has a fighting power of 10,000. Anyone with common sense would try to use this to help defeat their enemies, like, say, Frieza. But no, King Cole decides to kill Brawly. With, of all things, a knife. Kid has a fighting power of 10,000 and use a knife to kill him. Well, first and foremost, why the fuck are you using a knife when you can just grab him and blast him? I don't get why a knife. Just blast him into bits if you're so scared of him. Is that really that hard? But no, he uses a knife, which, of course, doesn't kill Brawly. And what also doesn't make a lot of sense is, why do you want to kill Brawly? If you can control him and use his power, you can help defeat Frieza then. Did I miss something on the fact that was a godsend, you getting Brawly like that? And how you could hide Brawly from Frieza, hide him into a disco distant deep into the universe, darker places, and let someone train him properly to control his powers. But nope, you kill him instead. Okay, sure, why not? And that's not even the worst part of this. The worst part is that Brawly's motivations for why he wants to kill Goku. It's not because of something like revenge or, oh, Goku father did something to Brawly and his father and now he wants revenge for that reason. Oh no, that would make too much sense here. No, the reason why Brawly wants to kill Goku is because Goku cried next to him when they were babies and it made Brawly cry. Did I miss something and how stupid that is? How fucking retarded is it that the reason why Brawly wants to kill Goku is because he cried next to him? Who thought that was a good idea? That's the dumbest reason. You cried next to me when I was a baby. I'm gonna kill you now. It's like, seriously. Were the writers not thinking when they wrote this shit how stupid that sounded? I mean, seriously, that's... Oh, God. something to drink while I'm writing how stupid this shit is. Wondering how stupid it is. And sadly enough, it gets even worse with Brawly's Return. Again, another film. They brought back Brawly, which makes even more problems because since Brawly's powerful and everyone can sense powers on the planet, well, let's see. When he returns, he fights Goten, Trunks, and Gohan. And Krillin joins. You know who's missing in that fight? Krillin? Well, Krillin's there, yeah, my bad. Krillin is there. But Piccolo and Vegeta. Where the fuck are they? You've got this massive Super Saiyan powering up. You think the whole planet would be able to feel his energy, and you think those guys would be able to feel his energy, but they're nowhere to be found in that movie. In Brawly's Return. And not to mention, it makes no fucking sense how Trunks magically enough can stop one of Brawly's blasts. Again, watch the movie. The ending of that one, you have Gohan and Goten, and for some reason Goku makes an appearance. Makes no fucking sense, but when they're blasting, you suddenly see Trunks go, oh, this sucks, and fires a blast at Brawly's blast, which somehow stops it, even though Trunks didn't have a lot of power at the time. You could tell he was weak. He was low on power, so somehow he magically stops it when it should have just done nothing to the blast, to Brawly's blast. But oh my god, this is so badly written. This whole thing is, those movies are so badly written. Oh god. But yeah. And so they defeat Brawly by throwing him into the sun. I haven't seen that fucking film in a long ass time, but wait. They defeat him, and he dies, and yeah. But you think after that they would be done with Brawly? Nope, he got another film. He got Bio Brawly, which, oh god, the icing on the cake of that shitstorm. See, Bio Brawly, out of all of them, was this Bio Brawly was written by monkeys. They weren't lobotomized, but they were monkeys nonetheless. Because it makes no damn sense. First and foremost, it shows Android 18 looking for the money Hercule owes him, and she goes down to Hercule's house to get the money. And then then this guy comes down and challenges Hercule. They all fly to an island, and then they see that Brawly's been revived. But apparently he's unstable, so we get this giant clone ugly ass thing, which, okay, the plot really doesn't do anything or go anywhere. It's really stupid, and I fucking hate it. I don't know why he looks like a giant pile of shit. I guess he's unstable, or so on and so forth. I don't know. It's fucking so stupid. Oh god, people fucking wrote this. And the fact of how he got Brawly was through his blood. Some of his blood was on the ground, which, that's a pretty good guess. You got Brawly's blood out of all the fucking blood, because that could have been Gohan, Goten, and Trunks' blood, but nope, you found Brawly's blood. And then they use some sort of, they use the water to stop the whatever that shit was, and it has the same problems. No Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo. Did I miss something? Why aren't they there? Wouldn't they feel that power, that energy? I mean, wouldn't oh god. Do you see what I'm saying? How bad those Brawly movies are? How badly written they are? And again, Brawly is what's interesting about him? He's just big, and that's it. He's just big and blows shit up. There's nothing interesting about him. Name me one thing that's interesting about him as a character. And you cannot use the words, oh, he blows shit up or he can hurt people. That doesn't count. No. Name me one thing that's actually interesting about Brawly. Please. Brawly Tards, I'm asking you, name me one interesting thing about him as a character. And you're not allowed to use fanfiction bullshit either. I'm not counting that. I want to know something interesting about Brawly. Why is he such an interesting, we want to suck his dick bullshit that these fucking fans of his, these fans who love him, always let the dick ride him, claiming he could beat up any other character and he's too powerful and he could defeat Beerus, which, yeah, beat Beerus, that's a fucking joke. Beerus would make him his bitch. Beerus is far more interesting and a much, much better villain than the fucking retard known as Brawly. So please, Brawly Tards, name me one interesting thing about Brawly. Just one. That makes him. Maybe one thing that makes him an interesting character. Anyways, this is Ash saying so long. I'm out for the night. Later.